Alright, we're here setting up the skateboard today. We're hitting a new setup video. New board. If you can see that. Crusader skateboard. We got the blue stained wood. It's a different shape. 8.5 inches wide, this size that I skate. But it's a little bigger nose, a little narrower tail. Has a little tapered tail. It's tapered more at the tail than it is in the nose. You want to see how this skateboard, how this one holds down. There's concave is okay. It don't feel like a half pipe in the middle of the skateboard. I don't really like that much concave, but there's a little concave, but not that much. Got the grip tape over here. I'm gonna set this beast up. Got the skateboard ready to go. We got the grip tape here. Put a stencil on this one for the back of the board right here. So that's what I do. I put stencils on the skateboard. I'm not skating the usual grip tape I skate, but this is grip that when I bought these boards, the grip tape came with the skateboard. So I don't think the shop that I usually go to, I don't think they had it in stock. So just working with what I got. And I already took my trucks off. My other skateboard is down here on the floor next to me. I'm just going to set this up, test it out, see how it's going. This grip tape is kind of sticky. It was rolled up in a ball. I thought it was rolled up in a roll, but we're going to see how this grip works. If it's set to the standard of skateboard. Oh, it's sticky. I like it. It's kind of sticky on the back. So it feels like it shouldn't bubble up. Did the stencil half blue, half white this time. I put the stencil on all the skateboards. Every skateboard I ride has the same stencil. And the grip tape, almost all the grip tape that I have has the same stencil. So if you get this grip tape from me, guaranteed it's going to have a stencil or a big fat ass on it. If you're into big fat juicy asses. So everybody sets up their skateboards different. I'm doing this just in case if there's air bubbles. There wasn't. That one kind of laid down pretty smooth. My last setup video, if you watched it, was outside and it was windy and it was horrible, and the dudes gave me the wrong size nuts that from the hardware that we got, and I got the right kind of hardware. And this morning I forgot my computer, so I couldn't print out any stickers or cut out any stickers of this hardware that we're starting. It's basically, I just called it basic bolts. It's just a basic bolt. You know, there's nothing fancy about it. Hold your trucks on your board. So it's pretty much basic bolts. We'll have this up on the Facebook page pretty soon. So you set up your board with some basic bolts. They work real good. I did some tests with some other bolts, and these ones stood the quality to the test. So now we're going to grip the board. I mean, we already gripped the board. I'm going to file the board, you know, the shape out. So if you're brand new to skateboarding, you put the grip tape on, and you take a file and you outline the edges of the board. And then some people cut the edges off with a knife. Some people just file it down to they just peel the peel the edge right off, no need knife. Or some people don't even file it, they just cut it. Everybody does it different, but I'm going to show you how to do it with the file. I've had this file for years. I always have a story about the things I have. But where I got this file at, I was in ninth grade in high school. I was taking not wood shop. I was taking welding class, and this was in the recycle bin for the in welding class. And I took the settling torch. There used to be a long pick on here. Took the settling torch and I cut that off, and I ground it down. So it's I've been filing skateboards with this since 12 years. 12 years. I've been using the same file for 12 years. And you just want to file it. And this grip tape's pretty ill. Like dope. Like it seems pretty grippy. Okay, you file it down. And this is the way I do it. You file it down. I always carry a knife in my pocket as a tool. Oh, there's one air bubble. One air bubble. This is why I pop it out with a knife, because if I feel an air bubble, like I do right here, pop the air bubbles out. Pop the air bubbles out. Now I've filed it. Now here's what I do. People do this different, but I cut a slit here. And I cut a slit here. Okay, I got two slits right there. And then from this first slit, I just fully functional knife, you cut it. So basically I'm cutting it off in sections. You can see that I'm cutting it off into sections. And then people might use a razor blade or whatever utensil they have. I use a knife. And then you cut it. Because you put that slit, you can razor blade or whatever you have, and you filed it out. Cuts it right off. Cuts it right off. Perfect. And then right here, I don't use this cut a slit. Do this. Cut that right off. Cut that right off. And then this is just me how I do it. I go over it again with the file, just because if you cut it off, there's little edges that, you know, so the grip tape don't peel off. This makes it look fresh looking. See, then you have that nice clean edge. perfect. You got the grip tape on. There's grip tape dust. So I want to hit it off. And okay, now we grip the board with the grip tape. And I put stickers on my skateboard. You know, I put them on before this whole video started. I got the one up here for Moochie. Rest in peace. I think I'm going to have to just put him on my board at all times. I grew up skateboarding. Actually, I was a teenager. He was a little kid. Well, you know, 5-6 days grew up skating with him. You know, he was really good at skating. Fortunately, he's not with us anymore. Passed away, but I printed out a sticker and put original 5-6, 56 original. He's from the original 5-6 crew. If you're up with that. And then I got the little sticker here, you know, the Facebook page, you know, just promoting, you know, the Facebook page, the Instagram, and the YouTube. And I just made this little design, you know, skate brain. And then if I had, you know, because now we're rocking with basic bolts. If I had a basic bolt sticker, probably slap that on here, but don't have any yet. Should have, but I don't. And the way you put the bolts in, because if you're brand new at skateboarding or you never put a skateboard together, and how do you put the bolts in? You know, because you covered the holes with the grip tape, now you're confused. Like, what do you do? So, you take, this is what I do. Everybody else does it different. You might use an awl. An awl is a tool, but if you don't have an awl or anything, use the back of the bolt. You take the nut off the bolt and you just put the bolt in the hole. And you just poke it. I put a sticker over this hole, so now it's a guessing game of where it really is. We'll find it here in a minute. That's what I do. Sometimes you need to have a little help from the screwdriver. I use a screw gun. It's up there. I tighten it I tighten it with both hand tighten and I tighten it with the bolts. You gotta find this third hole because I put the sticker over the hole. Now the hole is covered, but we'll find it here in a minute. And you don't have to put stickers on your skateboard. I just like putting stickers. There it is. I can feel it. It's right here. Hang on, I had it. Found it. There we go. So, stickers are just my preference. I like putting stickers on my skateboard. I have my own sticker machine. And I'm just a sticker fanatic. I'll sticker up anything. Okay, I got the back truck in there. In the front truck, so I know it's a front truck, I put a sticker, Anti-Hero. You know, Anti-Hero skateboards. They're dope. I just put the sticker on there. To buy this stuff, you know, if you want to support, put the link down below. Check us out. You know, like the page. There's a shop now button. You click on it, you can shop. We will ship the United States. We will ship to the United States. Only the United States. Hawaii is part of the United States. I don't know about Hawaii. I don't know. All I know is that it was an arm and a leg to ship to Colorado. You know, shout out to the homie Josh James. I hooked him up. The skateboard and the t-shirt. We used to skate back in the day. This one is hard. There we go. We used to skateboard back in the day. He had a part in an older video that I made. One of the older videos. An older video I made, put out. I don't know, he's pretty cool. He takes pretty good photographs now of skateboarding. Shout out to Josh James. Shout out to Mike Coop for hooking it up with the photos. They're both good at taking pictures. But I hooked him up with this. I had an extra one. We were talking and I was like, man, you're a good homie. I went to the post office and dropped off the board, and it was more than I thought it would be, you know. But he was the homie, and I hooked him up. You know, do you have any good ass friends like that? Like in my last setup video, I said, do you really have real friends? Or do you just have people to hang out with you just because you got some stuff? Like, you know. Because back in the day, I still have a VX. I had homies, you know, skate homies, or thought they were skate homies from like high school and stuff. Just to hang out, just to skate because I can film. Nah, if I'm going to film you, I'm keeping the footage. I'm keeping the footage of you. And I'll make if you're a down homie, I'll make you a skate part. But I'm not going to give you the footage to give somebody else to edit. Like, are you into cars? Like, do you have a car? Because back in the day, I was into Hondas. I drive a Honda still to this day, but not like used to. I used to soup them up, you know, lower them, crack VTEC on them. Do you have homies that just hang out with you because you got a sick whip? Here's a story. I had an automatic EF. That was my car. I drive automatics, whatever. My EF would smash on any car you pull it up to. My automatic will dip on your manual transmission car any day of the week. But I knew this dude, his name was Brandon too. And I met him through Tommy and everybody from partying and doing all the, you know, racing and doing that stuff. Nobody knew where I lived. Nobody. And you know, when you're sleeping, you know a Honda with a loud muffler on it. The way Hondas sound with a loud muffler on it. Boy, he drove around my house, around my block twice. Don't know where he figured out where I lived. And then you just hear this, you know how Hondas sound when they're island. Heard that. Heard it. Fool trying to steal my car. So and then one of the homies called me at 4 o'clock. Hey, whoop whoop is still trying to get. I was like, yeah, I know. I just chased him. Just chased him out with the golf club. Couldn't get him because I was sleeping in my boxers. You know, I put slippers on, but I ran straight out of my slippers, so I was running barefooted, and I can't run that fast barefooted. That fool got away. But one time, pulled up at this party. This was a long time ago. Too old to party now. Pulled up on him. He was already getting slumped. He was already getting worked in. Boy, and then it's like, oh, yep, you're the one that tried to steal my car. He was like, nah. I said, yeah, fool, I chased you out of there. Boy, I pieced him in. I give it to him. I pieced him in good. And then